Iswandy from Bahagia. For the third task, I am going to show you my vocabulary board game titled Happy Family or Stop Child Abuse board game. So definitely, this board game will surely bring you some fun. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see from the layout of this board game, it is the shape of the heart. This refers to a happy family full of love and of course zero and no child abuse. I strongly believe happy family is a family where every member respect and love each other. So mainly, there are total of boxes inside the heart shape. Each box has a question of vocabulary, task or penalty. Players that landed on specific box will need to answer the task given to or receive a penalty. For this game, you need to use a game piece and a dice. A game piece is what you move on the board which represents you as the player. You can use a chess or a coin for the game piece. I recommend you to play this game with 2 players, but the more the merrier according to your liking. If you don't have a dice, you can download a dice app in the Play Store on your smartphone. Each player rolls the dice to determine which one will move first. Every player starts at the first box with the start logo. If you roll the dice and got 5, you have to move forward 5 boxes. Remember, try to avoid landing on the 4th and 16th box because you have to go back to start. Oh no! For the 6th, 9th, 10th box is the lose a turn box. Again, this is a penalty. If you land on these boxes, you lose a turn and the other player will move again. Try not to land on these boxes, yeah? The 5th and 10th boxes are the advantage box. If you land on either of these boxes, you can move forward 3 boxes. Lucky you! So try to land on these boxes to give you advantage to move forward and hard change to finish the game first. Now let me explain the other boxes. For the second box, it's a vocabulary task from 5 words from the phrase child abuse. So you can answer lead, bus, egg, cat, bed, and has. For the third box is also another vocabulary task from 5 words from the phrase happy family. The answer that you can give is nap, play, play, yum, and may. For the 7th box, it's a question where you have to answer. Remember, each vocabulary task and question if you able to answer correctly. You can stay at the box and move ahead. If you answer incorrectly, you will lose a turn and move backward 1 box. The question at the 7th box is, what can we do to stop child abuse? There are many ways and you can answer to report to the police or authority when you witness a child abuse. The 8th box is a vocab task. Complete the phrase, "There are missing letters," and try to guess what letters are missing. Do you know the answer? It's quite easy. The 10th box is another question. As a child, what can you do to stop child abuse? The answer you can give is quickly get someone to help, like the teacher or any family members that you can trust to help child abuse. The 11th box is the next vocab task, which is form 5 words from the word responsibility. You can give the answer rest, spy, boss, lead, and port. The 13th box, you need to determine which letters missing from the phrase. And the 18th box, you have to answer what is the synonym of love. The answer that you can give is like fondness or emotion. Any players that reaches the last box, which is at the middle with the heart shape, or the 19th box, will win the whole game. I promise you will love this game board. Give it a try. That is all for my explanation. Lastly, say no, and everyone should play their part to stop child abuse. Love your family members, okay? Thank you everyone. Bye!
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, it's me again, Malaeka from Bahagia. For the third task, I'm going to share with you how to play my grammar board game titled Stop Child Abuse, Let's Save Your Future. This is an exciting game for sure to be played. So, without further ado, let's get started. To play this game, you need at least 2 players, but more than 2 players are also fine too. The more the merrier. You also need dice, but if you don't have a physical one, you can simply install a dice wallet on your smartphone. You can download it at the Play Store. You also need a game piece, which is what you're going to move during the game. So you can use a chase game piece or just simply use a coin. Put them on the first box, which is the start box. Each player rolls the dice to determine who goes first and second. Then you can start the game. If you roll the dice and you got 3, means that you have to move forward 3 boxes. Notice that on the board game, each box probably has either a question, instruction, or a penalty. 4th, 7, and 16 boxes are a losing box. So, any player that lands on these boxes will lose their turn. So, be careful not to land on these boxes, okay? Now let me explain the question boxes. If you land on the box with questions, you have to answer them correctly. If your answer is correct, you got to stay in the box. But if your answer is incorrect, you have to step backward 1 box and lose a turn. So be careful. The second box, you need to answer the question, which sentence is in future tense form? Do you think you know the answer? The 5th box, you have to change the sentence given into past continuous tense form. At the 9th box, the question is, what can you do to stop child abuse? And you can give an answer like, I can take action by reporting to the authority and educate myself about child abuse. The 8th box, you have to determine which sentence is in simple present tense. At the 10th box, determine which sentence is in present continuous tense. Continued at the 11th box, you have to choose which statement is in the past tense. The 13th box, you have to choose a sentence that's using the correct linking words or conjunctions correctly. The 15th box, again, you have to determine which sentence is in past continuous tense form. The 17th box, you can change the sentence given into simple present continuous tense form. Lastly, the 18th box, which is the last one. And whoever reaches the final bar will win the whole game. That is all my explanation for the board game. I hope you will try to play this fun game. Last but not least, say no and stop child abuse. Take some action and don't be quiet if you witness one. Let's save the future now. Thank you everyone. Bye.